apologize for the same shot. I am literally just recording these two videos back to back, you know, to save time and effort. Whatever. I'm lazy like that. Sue me. All right, so I just got done watching the trailer for another game I'm looking forward to that was presented. I just finished watching the E3 trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix. I hope I'm saying those parts of the title in correct order because honestly, it's a pretty stupid title. But you know, as a longtime Kingdom Hearts fan, of course I'm gonna buy this because my brother bought 1.5 HD Remix, and you know I enjoyed. The thing about the Kingdom Hearts games is that you really have to play them to understand their appeal. I mean, they don't really make a whole lot of sense narratively, and a lot of small details are not really elaborated upon. A lot of it is kind of vague. I mean, a lot of it does kind of come down to the struggle between light and darkness, and more the theme. It more comes down to the story just comes down to sort of a vague representation of the central theme of light versus darkness and whatever. So so yeah, if you don't like the Kingdom Hearts games, then I can't imagine you buying this. But but if you but if you really like the Kingdom Hearts games, then honestly this looks like a pretty good deal, especially considering the normal price tag for a lot of these HD remix or a lot of these HD remastered titles. I mean, remastering an old game in HD is not a new practice. I have a lot of remastered collections of stuff. I mean Jak and Daxter, Sly collection, the God of War collections. My brother owns the Final Fantasy X and X-2 collection. There's the Shadow of the Colossus and Ico collection, so this is not exactly new. Um, and like I said, we both really like the 1.5 HD remix, um, which encompassed the first game, uh, the PS2 port of Chain of Memories, or the PS2 remake of Chain of Memories, and the cutscenes from 358 Days Over 2. I know, stupid titles. But but the thing with this is that it encompasses the final mix versions of Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which is the prequel title that came out I believe in 2010, and once again doing the cutscenes of the DS release, Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Okay, so really, like I said, you have to play these games to understand their appeal. Because if you were just to take a fleeting glance at it, you really it's really hard to put your finger on what exactly you're seeing because they really are just this weird amalgamation of Disney and Final Fantasy characters. Um, Two franchises that you would never guess would make such a fun combination. And that's really the best word I can use to describe the Kingdom Hearts games. And I think that's what really contributes to their long-lasting appeal is that for as melodramatic, for as Final Fantasy-esque melodramatic as they can get, a lot of it is just really fun. I mean, it's fun to battle Heartless. It's fun to go around all these different worlds and interact with all these Disney characters. It's fun to collect all of these RPG like assets. You know, they're just fun adventure games. I mean, yeah, they don't really make a whole lot of sense. You could probably nitpick them to the core, but really any fan of Kingdom Hearts will probably buy this. I'm probably going to check it out, especially considering that in my opinion the later Kingdom Hearts games are more fine-tuned. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 I like better than the first one. I know I've gotten disagreements on that because the first one does present more of a challenge in terms of gameplay. Um, Birth by Sleep I thought was excellent. It definitely had the best villain in the form of Xehanort, voiced in the English dub by Leonard Nimoy. Yeah. I never got around to playing Recoded. I don't have a I don't have a DS, so or I don't have any incarnation of the 3D or of the DS. So yeah, I couldn't play that. So so yeah, on the surface, it looks like this is going to be a really fun collection, much like the first one, which thankfully sold well enough to where they now see the merit in porting the later titles to the next gen consoles, the current gen consoles, because this is going to PS3. Still an exclusive PlayStation title as far as I can see. Um, but here's a few questions. What are they going to do with Dream Drop Distance? Because my brother bought that when it came out, I believe in 2012. I forget when it came out, but I did play that and I enjoyed it, and it seems like it has controls that would translate better to a console than something like 358 Days Over 2 would, or Recoded would. That thanks to the 3DS's somewhat more advanced button scheme. So I wonder, are they just going to package that separately, or are they going to make that a downloadable title? I don't know. Um, I kind of see them doing that. I mean, doing this kind of Far Cry-esque style, or Far Cry Blood Dragon style expansion, where it's basically using similar assets but a completely different game, completely different story. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point, but the package itself looks like you are going to get great value. The trailer basically showcased all three games. I don't really see any false advertising in the trailer. It said, and the cutscenes from Recoded. It doesn't say Recoded, it says the cutscenes from Recoded. And it's using that awesome opening song from Kingdom Hearts 2, Passion I believe it is. It's using the orchestral, more upbeat version of that, um, which is actually the version I prefer, um, because it sounds more epic. So so yeah, honestly, another question I have is, are they going to do anything to improve on some of the minor issues that these titles have? Because I remember in the first remix package with Rechain of Memories, which is the PS2 remake of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, a title on the Game Boy Advance, they did absolutely nothing to fix some of the issues with that. Not the difficulty, or I I shouldn't pick on it for that, but the god awful lip syncing of that game, or lack thereof. There was no lip syncing. I mean, people were just moving their mouths, and the English dialogue, you could clearly tell. Even someone who was not that adept at examining videos and editing videos and so on and so forth, even someone who is a complete novice in that field could could uh, could see that the lip syncing did not match up. It did not match up. So you could clearly tell that the voices were crap, or the lips in that game were crafted around the Japanese voices, and they did absolutely nothing. Probably because they were pressed for time, because that game didn't really have this as big of an advertising campaign as the main games in the trilogy, like 1 and 2. But they did absolutely nothing to match them around the English dub, which that is one thing I will give the Final Fantasy 13 games, is that they have they have English dub lip syncing, um, and they do it very well. So I don't know. Are they going to fix? I haven't played the final mixed versions of Kingdom Hearts 2 or Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I've only played the regular North American release versions of those. So so I don't know what the final mix entails. Some hardcore fans who maybe have had these versions imported to them, maybe they know what I'm talking about, um, or 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 maybe they have already beaten me to whatever answer I'm seeking. I don't know, but are they going to fix what many people saw as a recurring problem of Kingdom Hearts 2, which is that it was too easy? Are they going to up the difficulty slightly? I don't know. Maybe they threw out the assets long ago and they don't physically have the ability to edit their games anymore. But this is all just speculating. I don't really know much in the way of detail of this. I am just going by the trailer. It's coming in September. It looks promising. This is probably going to release at around $40. $40, maximum $50, but I'm going to say $40 because that's normally the price for these. Sometimes 30. But I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. So yeah, that's about all I got for Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD remakes. I'm looking forward to it. If you're not a Kingdom Hearts fan, like I said, I can't see you buying this. But the HD remakes, the graphics look very updated. The gameplay, not so much. I have no idea if they're going to make any improvements to the gameplay. I don't know if they can at this point. But yeah, it's I'm I'm in.